the Daytime Carnival. Indulge in corn dogs and sweet treats.
Get a palm reading.
Take a stroll along the midway.
But most importantly, come see our amazing, sometimes odd, but always entertaining attractions. Have patience, dear friends, as we tell you all about the amazing acts you will see right here at the Daytime Carnival.
You don't want to miss it. It starts now.
Welcome one and all to the Daytime Carnival, also known as our Halloween show.
Today, as your Ringmasters, we are bringing you some entertaining acts and even some oddities.
Before we start the show, we invite you to take a look inside our big top. Everything today has been furnished by Florida Event Decor, from a spectacular Ferris wheel to a larger-than-life carnival marquee. And stick around because they'll be giving us some Halloween decorating tips coming up in just a bit.
And the costumes that you are going to see us wearing all throughout the show are courtesy of HalloweenCostumes.com. This year, they have a variety of some of your favorite classic costumes, as well as the newest trends.
And now, let the show begin. Up first, a trip to St. Pete, where a mother and daughter are practicing witchcraft at an enchanting place they call Spellcrafter.
I'm Madison.
And I'm Christy, and we're the owners of Spellcrafter.
And we're witches. Spellcrafter is a metaphysical shop, a witchcraft supply store, I like to say, and a community space for witches all over Pinellas County.
We say it's for the metaphysically curious. Working with my daughter is the highlight of my life.
Oh.
It is the most fun I've ever had. We're building something together, which is phenomenal.
I think the coolest thing about working with my mom is that we really do kind of share one brain. We do things very similarly, and we have a very similar, set of strengths. Here you can find really anything to build a meaningful magical practice. We have crystals, tarot cards, other forms of divination, a bit of a one-stop destination for the modern witch. Halloween was inspired by Samhain. It's an ancient Celtic fire festival where people would have these large bonfires to protect themselves. It's said to be the day that the veil between our world and the spirit world is at its thinnest.
Samhain is also the witch's new year. It really begins the wheel of the year. We do celebrate Halloween, and I think that some of the things that can be like some of the costumes and warts on the nose and all of that, it's not something that we like to support, that part of Halloween. But the other parts of Halloween we love.
So I'll call myself a witch. We actually talk a lot about the weighted energy of that term. It's often a really hard thing for people to claim, and so I've been putting a lot of effort recently into claiming it with purpose and saying it on forums like this and being public about it. But this space really is for anyone. You don't have to be a witch to come here. You don't have to identify with that term. Really, we're just a place for anyone who is interested in what they call the crooked path. What has been most important for us is providing the space for people to do a little bit of figuring it out on their own. We prioritize having a lot of different perspectives in our library, having from small makers across all belief systems.
We have so many things that are here to remind you to tune back into nature, to remember that you want to communicate well, that you want to be compassionate to someone, just whatever that thing is that you're trying to create in your own life.
And so providing the space for people to access those things and then giving them a lot of different perspectives to access. I think that the items we have here really can be used by anyone regardless of experience level. And that's been a big piece for us as well, is letting people know that like this is safe and they're okay and nothing bad is gonna happen. You're not gonna burst into flames. If you have never touched a book on magic before, we have something that you'll find helpful. And if you're an experienced practitioner who was, a generational witch who's been doing this for 20, 30 years, I try really hard to have something that maybe you haven't seen before.
When they come into our space, I want to make sure that when they leave, they feel even better than when they came in. That really makes me believe in magic. If I didn't before, I definitely do now, and I have for many years. But every day it's just more solidified as life feels more magical, really.
Ah, magic indeed. And for more information, visit shopspellcrafter.com.
Coming up here on the Daytime Carnival, presented by California Closets, this performer only needs one wheel to dazzle his crowds.
And next, a show-stopping Halloween hedge wall. But before we go, we want to introduce you to some of the acts that you can see right here at the Daytime Carnival.
Come closer, but maybe not too close, because this act is packing heat. Meet Bonnie the Blade. She throws her knives with precision, but watch out. One slip, and we've got a bloody mess on our hands. Who wants to volunteer to put an apple on their head and see just how precise Bonnie can be?
You're watching Daytime, presented by California Closets, your home reimagined.
What's a carnival without a wild animal? Correction, a tame animal. This once ferocious lion is now a cuddly kitten, thanks to Leona the Lion Tamer. All it takes is a stern word and deft hand, and a roar becomes a purr. The queen of the jungle is now putty in her hands. So act now. Get your tickets to the Daytime Carnival to see this and all of our extraordinary acts.
Whether you're roaring into the rager or purring to the party, Halloween events will be popping off in a matter of hours.
For those wearing the host hats, it's not too late to step up your Halloween decorations, even if your theme is as wild and wacky as the circus that we have happening here today. Virginia Lockhart from Florida Event Decor, which helped us pull this off, joins us now. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Of course, anytime.
It looks unbelievable.
Thank you.
Let's talk about what you have created here, some of the decorations and how you were inspired.
So here we have our carnival marquee set. This is one of our biggest popular items as an entrance piece just because it's so big. It's 12 feet high, made completely out of wood, painted in our own warehouse. And then we add the beautiful lights so it really makes it stand out at any point in time of your party.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Who needs a balloon arch when you
Yes.
can have a
Yes,
marquee sign like that?
course.
And the props, the Ferris wheel. Tell me how that came together.
So the Ferris wheel is actually a really good idea from one of our scenic managers, and it's completely made out of wood as well. The top part is PVC, and it actually spins.
Wow.
So what went into creating that? Because this looks like easy, but I'm sure it was not.
So especially the Ferris wheel, we really had to take into account how heavy the top would be because you want it to feel light and airy like a real life Ferris wheel. So playing with the balance of the wood and the PVC at the top just to keep it nice and lightweight was really genius.
I would say it's genius indeed. And a lot of these things, I feel like, along with Halloween, they can work for other types of activities once you put in the effort. What are some other things that a Ferris wheel could be used for?
So the Ferris wheel, we've actually used it as a food station before. They can add little popcorn bags, little cotton candy bags. This marquee as well can be completely customized. So the top, you can do whatever writing you want.
Any letters.
Any letters.
It
we
can
can
say
get
Farron
them. Yes, it
if
can.
It's your birthday.
Yes, it
Ringmaster
can.
Maggie.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why
I love
not?
that
So
idea.
it's just routed plywood letters, and we just start adding the lights on site, and it's
Okay, the creativity that you show with items that can be so versatile is incredible. What you have done with these hedges, please explain what's going on here, because there are hands sticking out,
Yep.
cauldrons sticking out, stuff in them.
So this hedge wall can be really anything you want. We can put flowers on them, but for Halloween this year we decided let's turn them into a candy wall. So this would be for like your older kids that like gummies and things like that, and then we have some over here with the cauldron just for any other items if you want to put sunglasses in them, cool little toys for the little ones. The possibilities are endless with this one.
How do you get things to stay inside of the
You
hedge?
just drill them. Because these are made out of wood, and then we cover them with the hedge. We just staple the hedge part onto it. So back here, all wood, you can do anything, honestly.
So, and I love how you covered it then with the, because this is something so easy to find, like a web or a net.
This makes it for Halloween. Just adding a little bit of cobweb to anything, spooky all of a sudden.
Cobwebs always make
Fantastic.
it happen. You left a little space here empty. Can you show us what
Yes.
I'll
it
help
actually
you.
looks like? Yeah,
Yes,
let's
yes,
do this.
yes.
This is how easy this part is. Not the drilling. No drilling required for this, right?
So here we're just gonna start tucking it
Tuck it,
into
okay.
the actual hedge.
And it
And we
sticks.
just pull it, and you really honestly just make any shape you want, and you just keep pulling and tucking until it looks how you want it to.
And it'll just stay in there like
It
that
does.
because
Look at
of
this.
the
Then you thin it out to make it more webby looking. And then, of course, you have to attach little spiders
Yes,
to it.
ma'am.
That is so great.
That looks awesome.
There we go.
And it's so easy. Love the easy decorations, even if people wanted to throw that in at their home for a
Yes.
house party tonight. That's something you can
Definite-
still do.
And this is something you can find honestly anywhere. The webbing, it's super easy. You can play with it in all kinds of ways, put it on all kinds of things, and it's just fun and easy.
Yeah,
And
totally
voila.
a last-minute add-on that you can pull off. Thanks,
Definitely.
Virginia.
Yes, thank you so much. And you can find more decor ideas and inspiration by following her on Instagram on the Florida Event Decor webpage.
Coming up, we have more spooky fun as the Daytime Carnival continues.
It's like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was massive. It's beautiful.
And we can't thank California Causes enough.
When people hear footsteps, voices, or rustling when they're all alone, it could be a sign of paranormal activity.
Our next guest has found plenty of evidence of it throughout Tampa Bay, and paranormal investigator Brandy Stark is here to share her findings. Thanks for coming, Brandy.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
You are not in your paranormal investigator gear. You are playing the role of a soothsayer this Halloween. We love your costume. Thank you very much. So you bring a crystal ball for this costume, but for your real job, what are the tools of the paranormal investigator trade?
So my favorite is still the EMF meter, which is an electromagnetic field meter. I use a tri-field, which is a little bit more than what you see on most of the ghost shows. My second favorite is probably my thermal camera. Those are so much fun, so it shows you all the temperature readings. We do infrared, we do sound recordings, we have SLS cameras. We just have a whole assortment of things that we use.
Wow, I want to know about some of the places you've been, but first, do you ever get scared when you actually sense some of these things?
Well, I'm very fortunate. I am not a sensitive. I do have sensitives on my team. I'm an academic, so I kind of go with the idea that the less fear you show, the better. You don't want to escalate anything. And really, if you just think about them as disembodied people, it's not so bad.
Okay. So tell us about the disembodied people that you may or may not have encountered at Art Lofts, where you have a studio in St. Pete.
So I was actually called to Art Lofts as a paranormalist in 2013 because they had artists that were hearing voices, like conversations and footsteps, when they were completely alone in the building. So when we went in, we found a few little odds and ends, but in 2018, a studio space opened up. Now, my other job outside of everything else is being an artist. So I didn't want a studio, but at that point, it's all I could think about was getting a studio. What a perfect place to not only show art, but study the paranormal. So the building itself goes back to 1916. It was Rutland's department store for about 70 years. Then it belonged to some lawyers, and then it became Art Space and Art Loft. So it's actually the oldest studio in St. Petersburg. So the interesting thing is that we think there are a couple of employees, perhaps from the Rutland era, who like to hang around, and we think that's the conversation in the footsteps. I have actually heard the footsteps. I've heard a couple of conversations. There was one night that I was there in October, about 10 o'clock, and I was exhausted. I started saying, you know, I got to go home, and I heard what sounded like a deadbolt locking, which is really weird because there are no deadbolts, and it was right at my studio door, and I thought, well, that's my cue. Good night, everybody. So it has been really, really fun. But I did a little infrared camera, security camera, in my studio because great place to study. And in fact, this is a little video of that. It's very, very fast, but this is one of the very few times that the camera actually sent me notification. I have studied this for dust and bugs and everything else, and it has never reproduced this image again.
That light. There's no other explanation for it.
Not so far. It is not a pet hair. I mean, what a lot of folks don't know is, as a paranormal investigator, you do weird things with equipment, like you put pet hair in front of it and dust in front of it, and you're trying to get these false positives so that you can rule those out. And and in fact, for the past couple of months right now, I have a battery-operated candle that likes to turn itself on. And so I will actually turn it off. I will leave. It has a screw top, and when I come back, it will be back on.
Wow. And St. Petersburg must have a lot of spooky activity, things that have happened in their past, because you also explored and found some things at the USF campus there?
Yes. Now, this was a lot of fun, and this was my first investigation ever, the first one I ever wrote about, and it was at the Williams House. So the Williams House belonged to John Constantine Williams, who was the founder, or one of them, of St. Petersburg. He only lived there for a year, so it was built in 1891. He died in 1892, but I had heard that it was haunted. And so I got to investigate it very lightly with Dean Bill Heller's permission, but a few years later, a USF camera crew, student crew, wanted to do an interview because I was one of the academics at the time that was doing this type of activity. So I went in, I got there early, and I was the only one there, which was kind of fun. And all of a sudden, because I'm a good paranormalist, I always bring an EMF meter with me, my little meter started to register, and it had done nothing all day. It had been quiet all day. And I heard a voice whisper behind me. It sounded male, and I thought, well, this is odd. I thought I was alone here. So I turned around right after it spiked, and I took a series of photos, and the middle photo ended up with this odd orb image. Now, I'm not the hugest proponent of orbs, but it is kind of an interesting element because it is very 3D. It has a flat bottom. It is floating with the chair, and what I love even more is that it was under the portrait of John Williams, and it turns out that I was there on his birthday.
Wow, Brandy, that is amazing. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing some of these stories, and we're fascinated by what you do.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I loved being here.
Yeah,
thank you.
Happy Halloween.
You too.
And still coming up, the art of Vincent Van Bones as our Daytime Carnival continues on this Halloween. We'll be right back.
We invite you, kind citizen, to see the mysterious bearded lady, Fancy. In this day and age of the pursuit of smooth and hairless, Fancy's follicles are full and lush. Look at her from afar and you'll notice her gown. She's demure and dainty. Look closer, my friends, and you'll see her feminine oddity. This bearded beauty appears here all week long at the Daytime Carnival.
For a starry night on Halloween, we're saying move over, Vincent Van Gogh. Vincent Van Bones can take it from here.
That's right. Bone art, bone jewelry, and peculiar paintings are the specialties for our Tampa Bay artist that's thriving during spooky season. Vincent Van Bones is here to share it with us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. I am absolutely amazed by what you've brought. And can we begin with the centerpiece and the bones you have here? Are these real?
They are real bones.
What? Where do you get such real bones, and what are they bones of?
So between scavenging, going out and looking for bones, and I have friends that do taxidermy, they are sustainably sourced. So that's one good thing. The top part of this is actually an opossum skull with the jaw, and this is actually a deer pelvis.
Oh my goodness.
Pelvis.
Yes.
A deer pelvis used in art. That is so incredibly creative. How did you come up with the idea of doing bone art?
So I've always had a connection with wanting to understand living and, you know, death. And I think that people are so scared of what's past, and why can't we make it pretty so people have a better understanding and connection with those things? So between working with friends that do taxidermy and everything, it just kind of all made sense to make bone artwork that people could enjoy and go, wow, this doesn't have to be dark and scary. It can be bright, it can be beautiful, and it opens up a doorway for people to talk about the harder things.
That is beautiful, and there's a harmony between the life and the death in your artwork, not only in things that can hang on the wall, but things that people can wear, like the jewelry as well.
Yes.
How did you come up with some of the concepts for the jewelry that you make?
Really, it's funny because it's just, I see something, I'm like, I want to make this. And with the jewelry, I like wearing, you know, certain pieces to certain events, and I was like, why can't I make, you know, a necklace that has a bone and a charm? So like today I have the one with the tarot card on it, and it's just, it kind of depends like what people want. So I try to make stuff that's either gothy or, you know, pretty, somewhere in between for all genders.
But are there specific bones?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry,
No,
I'm
go
just
ahead.
so curious.
Go ahead.
Are there specific bones that work better for jewelry? Is it mainly teeth and things like that?
So actually vertebrae are usually a lot easier. So the little spine pieces from like rattlesnakes or, you know, raccoons, stuff like that, those are actually the most fun ones to work with, and they're really easy. But I really like working with jawbones. So like that's actually a muskrat jawbone right there that like they're just fun to work with.
That was actually my question, because I was looking at those bones and I'm like, I never have seen that kind of bone before. So what did you say it was?
A muskrat jawbone. So it's basically like a mini beaver.
Jawbone. Oh my goodness gracious.
I
That
know.
is very, very cool, Vincent. So, okay, so what comes first, the idea, or then do you see the bones that you gather and then say, now I'm going to determine what to make?
It's kind of both. It just really depends. Sometimes I'm like, I know I want to use a coyote skull, and I'm like, I have no idea what I want to do yet. Or I'll find a frame, and I'm like, oh, I know what I'm going to make. So it really just kind of depends on what I see and how I see it. So we go thrifting a lot for the frames and the enclosures that we have for stuff. And sometimes my husband and I will just be like, there it is. We know what this is. And sometimes we're like, we don't know what we're doing with it yet.
All right, so three-dimensional art, also two-dimensional art, because your paintings are exquisite.
Thank
and you incorporate the bones and the florals with that as well. What's the difference in when you want to do 2D, 3D?
So the difference is with my 2D, I can go above and beyond. I can be extra with it, because getting an anatomical human heart is not going to be plausible for a bone piece, but I can paint it. And so there's the fantasy aspect that I get to play with even further into paintings.
Do you use animal bones only?
No. So like I even have like this vintage painting over here of this vintage bat. So I don't always go with the bone theme. It's just my favorite thing to do.
How many bones are in your house?
Right now, I don't know. A good bit.
A good bit? Where,
Yeah.
where do you keep them?
So I have a dining room that's no longer a dining room. It is a storage center. It has shelves upon shelves in there with all my art supplies, and that includes a bin of bones.
Very cool.
That is fascinating. Your personal life, and then people also get to go and see you in person. You're doing an event tonight as well.
I'm not doing an event tonight. It's going to be on Halloween, actually, in Orlando. It's called Gala of Ghouls. But I also teach classes as well for painting and for the bone artwork. So depending on what location people are in, like Brooksville, I'm doing one in November at Citrus and Sage, and then I'm doing one at the Oddity Shop where I have a lot of my artwork at Tiger Dust in Tampa. So
good to know. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you. And you can see more of Vincent Van Bone's work and learn about events where you can see him in person on Instagram.
And coming up, the musical that is bringing laughs and screams to the stage. Daytime will be right back.
You're watching Daytime, presented by California Closets. Our people, our product, the California Closets experience. Horror, comedy, and rock and roll combine in a cult favorite, Evil Dead, the musical, the first production of the season for Stageworks Theater.
That's right. Audiences are invited to laugh, scream, and even get splattered. Two stars of the show are here to tell us more. Welcome, Ben Sutherland and Logan Frankie. I'm so happy to have you here. Your costumes are amazing. But first, I think we have to get in on the gleefully gory action.
Oh, yeah.
We can splatter.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Come on.
He told me to go for the face.
Oh, yeah.
How come I can go for the face? What if
Well-
this gets in your mouth?
Well, don't worry. It's made with chocolate syrup, so tastes good.
I
I
like
did
the
good.
behind the scenes info here, and your face.
I think you went too far, Farron.
Look at her face. You are always beautiful. We're going to go for more inside the now right now.
I appreciate that.
She's looking like a true demon.
True demon today, yes.
Demon.
So I think you got us all hooked for sure.
Yes,
on all
I'd
the
hope
action.
so.
Tell us about the plot of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So 5 college students go to an old abandoned cabin in the woods and release a bunch of demons onto themselves.
Yeah, what could go wrong, right?
Exactly.
A lot, apparently.
It's based on the Evil Dead trilogy from the 80s, starring
Yes.
Bruce Campbell. And I play Ash, and she plays Linda, my girlfriend, my late girlfriend. She turns into a demon. Spoiler alert, sorry. But yeah, so I kind of am in the housewares employee turned chainsaw hero. But we start out working at S-Mart, it's called, and we're just college kids going having a fun time, and things go wrong.
Things go wrong.
And you're actually a college kid as well. University of Tampa, there's some other UT students that are in the play. How is that extra special for you guys?
Well, it's awesome because this might be one of the last shows I do in Tampa, so it's a good send-off for me. I'm graduating early all of a sudden because I'm going to play George McFly on Royal Caribbean and Back to the Future, the musical.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations.
So, Life of Theater.
That's my way of saying
this one's a little more bloody than
So, and you're a Tampa native too. So what does it mean to do this in your hometown, in your StageWorks debut?
It's so much fun. I've worked with plenty of other groups in Tampa before, but being able to be with StageWorks is such a blast. I've been in the space before, but to work with the actual company is so fun. And to be bloody and disgusting for it too is even better. I'm a special effects artist.
Somehow.
Yes. Like, thank you. Yeah, that's the whole point of Evil Dead, is you do as campy and funny as you can make it, and then you can get away with as much gore and blood as you want to.
I have a quick question about the audience, because we mentioned you two. So should we prepare to get squirted?
Yes.
Splashed on?
If you're in the first 3 rows, or maybe a little behind, be prepared for our splash zone.
Depends on how good our aim is.
Yeah, right? People come out, we provide maybe some water guns to the other castmates, and they maybe go after the audience a little bit.
Yeah, we're selling ponchos and little special shirts that say, "I survived the splash zone."
Bingo.
I love it. What a fun show.
I know, interactive, and how perfect is this for Halloween?
It's perfect.
It's a blast.
We have an 11:30 show Friday, Halloween tonight, and that's going to be a blast. So there's tickets still selling, stageworkstheater.org.
With an RE at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys being here. You're so much fun. I never thought I'd say that to someone with a chainsaw and a peeling face. But y'all are fun.
Don't miss out. You can get tickets to see Evil Dead the musical at Stageworks Theater, and it actually runs all the way through November 16th, too.
Coming up, spellbinding creations and baking wizardry. Return to the Food Network. We'll be right back.
Gather round, take a gander, take a look, but please do not forget your pocketbook. This act is beauty and brawn. Meet Maggie Muscles, your strong woman. Watch her as she lifts weights that even the biggest football player can't handle. When she's not pumping iron, she's getting inked. Don't miss Maggie Muscles at the Daytime Carnival.
My friends, turn your gaze to the sky. This debutante is a daredevil. She balances expertly on the tightrope. Grace and beauty take to the skies. Do you dare to watch her perform this amazing feat? Will she fall? Come see Nimble Nancy on the tightrope as we continue the Daytime Carnival.
With whisks and wands in hands, the Wizards of Baking are returning to Food Network for Chapter 2 of a magical baking competition. Harry Potter Wizards of Baking is once again hosted by identical twin brothers James and Oliver Phelps, a.k.a. Fred and George Weasley in the Harry Potter movies.
They should probably sign something before.
So we've got something which makes your tongue go to sleep.
You're going to feel like electric.
Whiskey.
You're going to feel like electric sensation on your tongue.
Okay, so I'm feeling like if you were to get a car battery and lick it, that's probably the best way I could describe it. I have never had anything like this before.
It's magic.
And we now welcome the Phelps brothers, James and Oliver. So have you ever actually put a car battery to your tongue? What was that like?
No, and I suggest no one tries it as well. I should get that in there as well, that disclaimer in, but yeah, that was the weirdest thing I've ever had in my life. It was incredible. But the funny thing is that afterwards, Rui was like, "Yeah, you shouldn't have put the whole thing in.
Oh,
A
no.
little bit of powder would have been great."
You know,
It was amazing. It shut him up for a little bit.
It's a lot coming from you to say that is the weirdest thing that you have ever seen, because in this job and in Harry Potter land too, you've seen a lot of weird things. Tell us a little bit more about what we're in store for this season.
Yeah, so this season, Maggie, it was very much like it carried on from season 1 in regards to the standard which was set last year. I think everyone will agree was fantastic. And these guys have, God,
dare I even say, even added to that level. Like, it is incredible that they're able to come up with these amazing flavors, and they look visually fantastic as well.
Tell us about some of the stories that are told through these creations. Are these all super die-hard Harry Potter fans, and they really bring this story to life with what they make?
Yeah, there's certain things where you're like, I totally forgot that slight detail in the story or in the film about what that character does, and you see it as the season progresses. Just the imagination level of all these guys, and the way they incorporate their own craft in terms of the taste, in terms of the design, how they bring all that together, and it just really stands up as some absolutely incredible talents what they have.
Well, I remember there was one contestant, Katie, who's actually from Orlando. Like, she just has so much knowledge just coming into it, just to add to like the tiniest details to a bake. And I think that really, it can look great on a huge scale, but the little things really make all the difference.
So this is not only a treat for the contestants who are on the show, but for the viewers, especially if they're Harry Potter fans, because in addition to these creations, they will get to see stars other than yourselves from the movies this season as well.
Yeah, definitely. So we do have some guest judges on there, because James and I, we're the hosts of the show, but we need some extra judges because we've got Carla and Joseph, who are the judges throughout. But then they get a bit of advice in terms of the Harry Potter side of things from Warwick Davis, from Ashan Azad, from Devon Murray. So it's cool to see those guys back in the Potter sets again.
How much do you love representing the franchise the way that you do? And what is the most common question you get about the movies or being the Weasley twins?
I think we're just very fortunate that we know, and we're very lucky to have seen how much these stories mean to people all over the world, whether it's, and no matter what age, no matter anything, like there's no set Harry Potter fan. So we're very lucky to be able to have experienced this and heard so many stories. And I think the main question that we get asked is, are you really twins? Yeah. So, but it's just one of those things which is part of it, and you know, we like to play around with that every so often.
I know the answer is yes, identical twins. Would you mind sharing how you landed that role in the first place?
Yeah, so we just we found out that there was an open audition going for the movie, and we thought, yeah, why not? We know the books. It's a day off school, and you could be in a film. Did we know that we would be here, 25 years later, talking about it and then hosting this incredible show? No, but it's been an amazing journey to be part of, and it's something on the side as well that's taken us all over the planet, like spending time in Tampa quite a few times and stuff like that has been a great nugget on the side. Yeah, like all going around Tampa and Bradenton and Anna Marie Island and Ybor City and all around there, it's there's been some good perks to it.
Well, in news, we would call that burying the lead, that you have been here, and I had no idea. What's like your favorite place that you went to here in Tampa?
I mean, we were very lucky. We were able to do stuff with the Tampa Bay Lightning, so did some skating on there. Although they put me in goal and hit shots at me, which was a wake-up call. But like we were very lucky, actually. Last January, we were in Bradenton, like Oliver said, and we played some great golf down there. So yeah, lovely part of the world.
Oh, wonderful. Well, if you're back, we would love to have you in studio, gentlemen. Thank you, James and Oliver. Appreciate you taking the time. Watch the Season 2 premiere of Harry Potter, Wizards of Baking this Sunday, November 2nd on Food Network. Still ahead, the best show on one wheel as our Daytime Carnival continues.
Children and children at heart, we invite you to meet Cupcake the Clown. Isn't she cute? Cupcake is no ordinary clown. She'll make you laugh, smile, and you may even say, "Aww." Everyone loves a clown, or do they? There are two sides to every clown, and if you get on the wrong side of this cupcake, her sweet may turn sour.
Don't let the ghouls and goblins slow you down from trick-or-treating. Walk the block with a new forever friend. We have an adoptable pet that you could bring home today if you dare. Peyton Davis from the Humane Society of Pinellas is here to introduce us to a lion. No, I actually mean a dog named Mr. Billy. Welcome back, Peyton. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having Billy and I, of course, the circus lion here, who's ready to hopefully do some tricks and put on a show for sure.
He is certainly ready to be a part of our crazy carnival we got going. How much fun is it for dog owners getting into the mood of Halloween by decorating and getting their pets in costume?
It's definitely super fun. A lot of the shelter dogs will get involved with it too. We'll have some of our adoption staff, we'll put them in costumes for the week and we'll do little promotions with them. And it's just a great way to have fun, you know. Some dogs love it, some don't, but it seems like right now, because Billy's focused on my treats, he doesn't seem to mind being a circus lion right now.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about Billy. Come here, Billy. Look, I got one too.
What she got? Look.
Hey, buddy. Are you treat motivated?
Good boy.
There you go.
So yeah, Billy is 4 years old. So he's still young, but he's not that like puppy age or anything like that. But he's a very calm dog for the most part. While we've been waiting, he just laid down, just kind of watching everyone walk around. He's been pretty friendly with every single person he met. He's very gentle as well. So when he takes treats, he's not like yanking it out of your hand. So honestly, I think he would probably be a really good family dog because he seems really, really gentle and just kind of wants to like lay next to you and is not super high energy or anything like that. He just seems like a really great dog.
He does, and that says a lot about his nature if he can be so calm in an atmosphere like what we have going on.
Yeah, I mean, he's really not focused on anything other than the treats in my hand, which, you know, that's great. But he's a really, really wonderful dog that just needs someone to come meet him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Take him home.
And a lot of people will get a chance to meet pets in costume today on Halloween because you have some Halloween specials going on.
So we have a Howleen, Howl, adoption promotion going on. Today's the last day, and so you'll receive 13% off, you know, spooky 13% off your adoption, and it qualifies for pets 6 months and older, and we're doing it any pet that has black in them. So even if that's a toenail, an eyeball, obviously black little marks like Billy has here, basically all pets qualify. It's just a super fun way to hopefully send some pets to their forever home.
It is. And dogs, cats, tell me about how many animals you have that are looking for a home right now.
We have dogs, cats, and even 2 guinea pigs that are bonded right now. Yes, and then we do occasionally have bunnies. We don't have any right now, so check back if you've been looking for a bunny, but we have guinea pigs too. So if you've been looking to add to your family with a guinea pig, why not come visit us? They're super, super sweet too. They're really cute.
What are things that people should know about the pets that they are able to adopt from Humane Society
of
Pinellas?
So they are already spay and neutered, up to date on current vaccines, and microchipped as well. And we'll just transfer that microchip to your current address, so you don't have to worry about any of that initial vet stuff. All of that is already included in their adoption fee.
Yeah, and microchipping is important if you're taking your pets trick-or-treating.
Yes.
What else should homeowners know about keeping that candy out? We don't want the pets to get that.
Yes, so there are a lot of like things going on with Halloween that can be really toxic to pets, gum included and chocolate. So definitely keep that stuff out of reach from your dogs, but also be mindful when that door opens, your dog might get spooked from a doorbell ring, a knock on the door. So definitely check that your microchip is up to date. And if your pet is more fearful, give them a safe space in their home so they have somewhere away that they're kind of hidden with the door shut, that they don't feel like they need to bolt out that door, because we don't want that happening, of course.
All very important information, and a very important little dog here that needs a home. Peyton, thank you for being here and bringing Billy along with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you can find out more about all the pets that are available for adoption on the Humane Society of Pinellas website. And still ahead, the Daytime Carnival will return with a real circus act from the pros. We'll be right back. To culminate our amazing Daytime Carnival today, we are in for a treat from the Circus Arts Conservatory in Sarasota.
It's the premier destination for spectacular performances and world-class circus training and experiences. And the Vice President of Programming, Brian Bernstein, is here now. He joins us along with the unicyclists from Sailor Circus, who are going to treat us to a performance. They are teenagers. We're not. Brian, tell us a little bit about Sailor Circus, which they're a part of.
Yeah, we are the longest running youth circus in the United States. This is our 76th year. We have 145 students that participate Monday through Friday. We have trainings from 3 o'clock all the way through 8:30. We currently train 28 different disciplines, and these kids are learning not only the technical skills that go into circus, but things, life skills, resilience, team building, cooperation, communication, and most importantly, also how to get up after you fall.
Well, I'm sure we won't see any falling. They are such
these
pros
guys are great.
that you brought for us today.
They are.
But talk to me about some of the different things. You mentioned that there's so many different ways that they can get involved.
Sure. I mean, our youth get involved as early as 6 years old with our summer camp. So we have a great camp experience, and many of them love what they do, and then they come back and they join us for the Sailor Academy. We also have our education programs with middle school and high school students, and they get to find their discipline that they love. These guys have found the unicycle. We've got everything from aerial acts to trampoline to flying trapeze and many, many more. So tons of fun for everyone.
And the age range of kids who can attend classes?
Yeah, so again, we start at age 6 and we run all the way through high school senior year.
Okay, sorry if I missed that
That's
before.
okay.
And
No
in
problem.
addition to them training, they have to show off, what they learn. You have so many shows that people can go see, correct? That's a big part of it.
I mean, it's great to see them train and all the cool work that they do, on a daily basis, but getting to show that off, getting their friends and family and grandparents and neighbors to come in and see all the hard work and see them shine. So the Sailor Academy does 2 major performances a year. We have our winter shows coming up here in December, and then we do a spring show as well. And these guys are also out in the community. We do a number of community appearances where they get to show off their talent and support community events as well.
Wow, and this is just the groundwork. What are some of the things that people that have gone through the Circus Arts Conservatory gone on to do?
Well, the cool thing is we have some that have certainly found an opportunity to go out and perform and continue to explore how they can show off what the skills that they've learned in our program. But many of them also take the skills that they learn and they've gone out and created their own careers. They found opportunities to continue to use the skills and talent that they've learned while it supports their other endeavors in life. But most importantly, again, it's all those other life skills. It's the things that transfer into everything else that we do every single day that have set them up for success in whatever they choose.
Tell us a little bit about the history of Circus Arts Conservatory. How long has it been around?
Yeah, so our Sailor Circus goes back, well into 76 year. So 76 years of Sailor Circus.
Wow.
And the conservatory also has Circus Sarasota under its umbrella. We have Cirque du Voix, which is a cool show that we do in the spring. Our founders, Pedro and Dolly, have built an incredible legacy for us, and we're very fortunate to be able to carry that on.
Nice. Well, I have a difficult time making sharp turns on 2 wheels.
Yes,
we
this is
see all of
insane.
the amazing things that they can do on just one. Just briefly say, how many years of training does it take to get to the kind of level that we'll see here today?
How many years have you guys been in it?
2, 3.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it takes time. We push the development concept. I mean, we really believe it's a journey. So.
Thank you so much, Brian. And as he mentioned, the second major Sailor Circus performance is coming up. It is Winter's Dream. It's happening from December 26th until December 29th. Be sure to check it out. And now, without further ado, here are the unicyclists from Sailor Circus.
Well, friends, it's time to pack up our traveling carnival and move on.
We will see you next year, and don't forget that adventure waits at every turn. Bye-bye now.